Um, okay. Before we begin, let's do a recap of last week. Um, I believe it started by arguing about whether the undead person in the pit, that was a conversation that happened, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Whether they were good, bad, whether we should help them, save them or not.
Mm-hmm.
We pulled the undead person out. It looks like an elf, I believe.
Yep.
Keep him tied up, and he seems happy to assist us in whatever we're doing.
Also, that was the
Despite
same
being
time that River and Sigmond were making an entrance into the dungeon as well.
Huzzah!
That's right.
And then we made our way up to that room where there were like dead goblins, I think,
Mm-hmm.
and an obelisk.
Yep. You had come into the aftermath of the party's little murder fest of goblins.
Oh, that's why they were dead. You people.
What do you mean, you people?
We didn't murder them.
Is it because we're not blue? Is that the situation?
The other goblins wanted them dead.
Okay, I wasn't there.
River walks in on a massacre, and Sigmund does. And then you all end up going down and having a comical little exchange at the door, meeting each other.
Oh yeah.
Anybody remember what happened after that?
There's a sliding trap door. Oh, and a map. We found a map.
Yeah, there's something on the map and it's telling us gate access to Skull Portal disabled.
And that map was on the side of the wall.
What ended up happening with the map? Does anybody remember? I don't have that in my notes. Did we just leave?
I mean, we have it in our journal.
Oh.
But yeah, we just left.
Were there 3 buttons on it, Parker?
There were.
And we only pushed one of them, right?
I believe you only pushed one of them.
Well, that might be something we could try later.
I feel like something distracted us, like we got pulled away or we heard voices or something.
That's right. You heard a
Yeah, I mean-
heard a goblin, I think.
The bugbear chieftain, Chief Dress, has shown up, right?
That was so you all were looking at the map, thinking about that. You had heard a goblin to the south. You had followed it through a secret door. And then you had kind of readied and prepared yourself for combat on the other side. I'm realizing now as well that we played 2 weeks ago. I realize it wasn't last week, so it's been a bit for us.
Yeah, so we busted through the door and we ended up in a rat race.
Yeah.
And
Stinky and the other mouse rat.
Anybody remember?
does anybody get any money? Because it kind of like fell apart at the end, didn't it? Like somebody.
Yeah, nobody ever asked.
Yeah, I think I lost money, so.
Well, we all started fighting.
Yeah.
Did we give them our money when we bet, or are we holding our? I would imagine we'd give them our money.
You had given them money, yeah.
It was all a ruse just to get our money.
That's what we're gonna tell the operator. I actually did try to tell the operator that it was all a ruse and that they cheated in a way. I want my money back.
Yeah, so you had, because their skirmish had broken out. The goblins kind of had seemingly formed 2 groups. A fight happened. At the end of the fight, you were presented with, a bugbear wearing like bright white shoes. They look like they're made out of like leather, and they cover the entire foot essentially. And in addition, on each of her sides are two dark steel daggers, and they kind of have like wisps of black smoke emanating from them.
Wow.
Where were these daggers?
On her sides, she's wielding them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was followed by two large creatures. Each of them had two different heads.
The giants, yeah.
The giants.
And her name's Pedge, right?
And she introduced herself as Pedge, yeah.
So her name's not Pedge.
So, anybody remember anything else? Okay, so you all witness this bugbear come into the room, looks around. You see that she has those two giants on either side of her. Yeah, she just looks around the room, and she kind of glances over each of you. And and she does like a sweep around the room, and then her eyes fixate on Meinhard. And she glances, does a quick size up of Meinhard.
Can I take an action right now?
Yeah.
One of the magic items I got was Medallion of Thoughts.
Oh, cool.
So I would like to use one charge of Detect Thoughts.
Excellent. Yeah, is that a wisdom save?
So wisdom 13.
Okay.
And I think it's only if I try to probe deeper that she
Knows.
learns that I'm trying to.
Perfect. Okay, cool. Yeah, what are you, is it just the surface level thoughts?
You initially learn the surface level thoughts of the creature, what is most on its mind at the moment. And if I use an action, I can try and probe deeper.
Oh,
And
excellent.
we do another save, I think.
You see there's just like, it's kind of like a Wheel of Fortune thing and it sort of spins, and you see it's like rapidly spinning. There's a bunch of like words jumbled together, and colors and like images, and then for a brief moment, an image and a word pops into your mind, and you see, I guess, Dad, where does Meinhard store his daggers?
Meinhard's daggers are on his he keeps them on his hips in sheaths on his hips.
So you see that image of those sheaths pop up in your mind, and you see the word daggers. That's like the first thing that really sticks with you, and it stays there for a while.
Okay. I think I just can read her surface level thoughts for a minute at this point.
Okay. So that's mainly what happens. So you see that, and then you see she looks at Meinhard, and she like points a finger at Meinhard. She says, You need to come and have a little conversation with me in my office.
I am at your disposal.
Is there some reason that he needs to come speak with you?
And you just see that image still planted of daggers. And you see like Meinhard's daggers on his side. And she goes, I'll tell you the reason. It's your mother. Your mother is the reason. And you see the two giants go, he did it! She did it again! She did it again! Oh my gosh! And after she says that, you see there's this image that flashes in your mind, and it's her, but she's there. People are like, from nowhere, gold is like entering the image, and like people are throwing flowers, and like you hear this like rapturous applause in her mind.
Okay, got it.
I look forward to more of your witty repartee.
All right, follow in line. And she walks down the hallway to the north. The two giants just stand there and sort of like watch Meinhard as pretty intently.
What's she thinking about while she goes down the hallway?
You just see that image of the dagger still there. If you wanted to learn like more like why or anything else, that would require the probing, I think.
Yeah, got it.
Okay, sorry, is anybody wanting to do anything else?
So wait, Meinhard's going away?
Are you following Meinhard?
Yeah, is she
I'm
gesturing for the rest of us to come, or is she just asking for Meinhard?
You could make an insight check if you want to find that out.
I probably wouldn't. I'm walking behind him, yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to do that.
Yeah, go ahead. 21. You see that she is just asking for Meinhard. She almost disregards Sigmond and River. Doesn't even like acknowledge your existence, essentially.
Well, I'm following.
Yeah, I'm following.
Excellent. So she goes down the hallway. Sorry, I just need to look up one thing really quick. Okay, so she goes down the hallway, and as you go and follow her behind her, the two large giants follow in behind the three of you as well, one after the other, because they just take up the entirety of this hallway.
Are they actually giant size?
They're
Like large or what?
Yeah,
Okay.
Very large.
large. Yeah. She leads you over to a door over here. This room opens up a bit, and she walks into that door right there.
Where is it?
I'll ping it for you.
Okay,
There.
got it.
So as she leads you in, she opens up the door, walks in, and you see in front of you, she walks over to what you can see in that bottom thing right here. And she sits down in that chair. And you see that one of the giants just kind of takes post right here, and the other one takes post over here.
And I assume I'm here in the middle of them.
Yeah, I'm trying to get pictures of it, but it's hard to find. So she leads the three of you out there, and she looks up and she sees River and Sigmond, and she's like, Who exactly is you twos?
We are charged with this man's defense, madam.
Huh. He needs a lot of defending, this one, does he?
He does seem quite naive.
Naive. She turns and like looks at Meinhard and seems to be like sizing him up. She goes, all right, tell me this then. How does my brother, Jedge, how does he get robbed of those daggers that you're wearing right there? 'Cause he told me those were his. So I'm surprised to see him on somebody else.
If they were his, trust me, they would be with him right now.
It's a fair point. It's a fair point.
Oh, by the way, sorry to interrupt. Is the guy still tied to me?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Can you control him? I guess not.
Oh, I can try.
I don't think you can.
Sorry. Back to your thing.
Yeah, these daggers, they would not want to be with someone that they weren't supposed to be with. So if they were truly your brothers, the ones he had misplaced, he would be able to retrieve them without any difficulty at all. And the fact that they are sitting here on my possession very much proves that these are my daggers.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
That's a Meinhard level of persuasion.
7. You see,
Yeah, it lines up. It lines up with your actual explanation.
you see, as she like looks at you, and she starts like her eyes like roll to the top of her head, and she's like looking at something, and you see she's like counting on her fingers, like what? Right. And she like turns to one of the giants, and she's like, "So, if he has something and then he doesn't has it anymore, does that mean that it's not his if somebody takes it, or does he still had it, so is it still his? You know what I mean?" And the giant just like, "Oh, you know it, boss. Yeah, you absolutely, you got it. You know it, boss." You see, she like sits back and is just like, "Huh. I gotta think about that one a bit more." Well, I don't know. It all sounds pretty suspect, if I'm being honest. But, tell you what, if you got those from him, however you did, I don't want to know, all right? You keep it to yourself. That's fine. But, I'd like to try to win those back off you. If you think you're up for a challenge.
It's not quite as easy as that, but I'm wondering what you might have in mind.
Well, I figure I could cut your friends here a little deal.
I'm glad you added the second part of that phrase, because I was really worried after the first part where it might be going.
Oh, no, the plan might still include cutting you and your friends. I don't want to say that's off the table. That's very much on the table, just so we're all clear. We're all aware, okay?
We are also not his friends.
That makes sense. Now that you're saying it that way, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, okay.
These two are just here for the fun of it all. They don't mean any harm.
Well, if you,
Oh, sorry, accident.
if...
No, not accident. What'd you do? Ben accidentally transmuted something.
Oh, shoot. Jameson, did you roll an insight check also?
I just wanted to see if Sigmond or figured out that he was lying. Or if he,
What did you find out?
I think Sigmund understands,
Okay.
surprisingly, that he was not. He rolled pretty well.
Ben, was River transmuting something?
No.
Okay.
I want him to be.
Oh, it's Gust. I see it now.
Accidentally.
You see, she gets lost in thought for a bit, and a slight breeze in the air like puts some of her hair into her eyes, and she like brushes out. And she's like, "Okay, well, tell you this then. because use the one that got the daggers on ya. If you and I have ourselves a little race, and you win, you can keep the daggers. All right? That's fine. If you lose the race, then I get the daggers. That's my proposition.
Well, as you can see, I'm not exactly built for speed.
Sigmund would like to walk over and lean into his ear and say, "The last race these mongrels hosted was fully rigged. Be careful, Be careful, Meinhard."
As well, I don't see where I'm coming out ahead in that race.
Well,
If I lose, I lose my possessions. But if I win, I'm right where I started from.
Great point. Great point.
I'd say that's true, except I don't know what your other option is. You wouldn't race? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying, why would I even take that deal in the first place?
Oh, because if you don't, we'll kill you. Sorry. I just jumped ahead a few steps. My apologies.
And that makes perfect sense. But once again, I feel like if I win a race, there should be some sort of gain and not simply an avoidance of loss. Surely you have something then that is equal to a life such as mine that you would be willing to offer me should I win a race.
Give me another persuasion check.
You could try to kill him.
Yeah, I'm getting better.
She leans forward in her chair. She cracks her neck side to side and she says, "I'm done playing your mind games. You don't make any sense. Everything you say is pure garbage. Pure garbage, all right? Now we race, or you die. That's the deal."
These daggers will not do you any good at all, you realize this. Perhaps we could swing a different deal. Perhaps there is some sort of endeavor you would like us to accomplish on your behalf. And I could leave these daggers in your possession as collateral as we go out and perform this endeavor. That way you make a gain from the endeavor and I get to keep my life.
Anything I need done. And you leave the daggers here just in case you run off.
Exactly so.
Huh. All right. Yeah. I got something you can do. Let's, I got a little problem, but I need somebody with not a goblin perspective to take care of it for me.
Well, it sounds like we are exactly the type of person you are looking for. And then you make a gain, something that you truly are in need of.
Okay. Make one last persuasion check with advantage this time.
I'm gonna cast guidance.
Okay. Oh my gosh. There we go. Jeez, holy crap.
And that's hilarious because that's exactly what I expect from Meinhard, that he just is so unlikable.
Yeah. If you failed again, they were just gonna fight you. That was it. I mean, three failed rolls, like that's a fight, you know?
Yeah, it wasn't even just bad. It was just horrible. It was terrible.
Horror. It was below like it was easily below 10, almost below 5, like 50% of the time. All right. Well, she says, all right. Down to south of the statue, south of where you saw the rats running around out there where they hold those little races. That's the next level of the dungeon. That's the next level of Undermountain, all right? If you go down there, you're going to find a whole bunch of goblins. Okay? Now, I think some of these goblins are part of like a secret cult of some sort. I've seen some of even my own guys talking amongst themselves when they don't think I'm listening, but I see them. I see everything. I'm too fast. I can't beat my eye.
Heresy?
Heresy?
Heresy.
I think he means a mutiny.
Mutiny?
Heresy.
Heresy. Are you guys saying the same words or two different words?
A cult to
Oh.
foul demon god.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. I guess that's why. Is he okay? That guy? Is he all right?
It's kind of relative.
He's okay.
Because I thought he was saying heresy, and then I heard somebody saying chivalry or something like that.
He's simply referring to your luxurious coat of fur that you have and admiring it.
Oh, yes, thank you. It is very heresy. I've always thought so
He's
myself
saying
as well.
heresy,
Yeah,
and
thank you.
No, I'm talking about the cult.
It's okay.
Yeah, my coat is heresy. That's what I'm saying.
Sigmund looks at River and is like, "What is wrong with these people? Is it my helmet?
I'll just shake my head.
Because I'm not taking it off."
And nobody here wants you to, trust me.
Yeah, no, that helmet is very heresy. It is. It is. I think you should keep
My
it
helmet
on.
is not heresy.
You have just said the exact wrong thing. Let me
Okay,
tell you that.
so heresy Okay, never mind. Yeah, no, you're right. No, not heresy. That's what I meant. I said not. I said that.
So you would like us to get to the bottom of what these goblins are up to on this next level down.
Yeah, I need to know, A, what this cult's all about, all right? What are their goals? And B, I need to know how I can tell if somebody is a part of this cult or not. So 2 parts is what I need done. Tell you what, 1 for each dagger. You answer those questions. 1, if you find out what the cult's for. 2, if you find out who's in the cult or how I can tell.
I think that's a fair arrangement.
There is
I would
also the matter of our coin, madam.
That's exactly a point I was getting to. We feel that if these goblins are perhaps deserving of some retribution from yourselves, do they have any possessions of which we would be entitled for our assistance in this endeavor?
Are you asking me if you find something of value, can you keep it?
In so many words, yes.
You guys aren't very good at stealing, are you?
I never steal. And I'm not talking about that. We participated in your seemingly legitimate gambling ring in the other room and were robbed by cheaters in your ranks. And I would expect to be reimbursed for my coin.
Yeah, no, go talk outside. You can go talk to, what's his name? Bobkiss, Bibkiss, I don't know. That the goblin with the stupid little hat on, he does all the money stuff with that. So you go talk to him.
Yeah, why don't you go talk to him and we'll work this out between us. That way you can fairly get your money returned to you that you wagered in that gambling.
There, are you sure you'll be okay?
I believe that we have an understanding and I feel very secure in the direction this is going.
Very well then. And Sigmund will try and leave.
So you walk out the door, you go and wind your way through the hall, and you see all the goblins are just like going through and picking up the coin from like the dead goblins that are now massacred, and they're just like piling their bodies in a corner essentially, and just like looting them and pocketing all their money and things they had.
I'll find the one with the funny hat or whatever.
He looks up and he goes, "Oh, hey, how'd it go? How'd it go with the boss lady?"
We are contracting a deal currently, my associates. But you owe us coin. Your race was a sham.
What do you mean it was a sham? I run a perfectly good business endeavor here. How are you gonna call me a sham?
Sigmund's gonna lift his arm and gesture to the room around us. With all the dead goblins everywhere and people picking coins off of each other.
Huh. So they're gonna be using the coin that they just died with? I don't get it.
You asked how I can accuse you of running a sham. Or standing in a puddle of blood.
Oh, the dead bodies. Oh, yeah. No, I see
We
that
want
now.
our coin returned to us. That is only fair.
Oh, yeah, no, of course. You just had to ask. That was all.
I am asking.
Oh, well, why'd you make a big show of it? Why'd you take this self-righteous platform, better than me platform? That's not a good way to get something.
Because I am self-righteous.
Well, at least you're self-aware. At least you're self-aware, too. That's fair. All right, well, tell me this then. You, which one's your name again?
What?
Which one are you? Oh, here, never mind, I got it. Big metal guy. Yeah, you put in, I think 25 gold and 1 copper on Stinky, was that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I mean, thing. Yes, animal.
No, you're right. Thing is the correct term. Thank you for being correct. I really appreciate that, actually. That's very kind of you. All right, I think that's 100 gold back to you, and 4 copper pieces.
I didn't know I won.
I thought you won.
I mean, I definitely won.
Yeah, I thought so.
I would like to collect my winnings.
Oh, okay. Like flips through, and you see on this chart is just like tally marks, and they're like not even, some of them like form like X's. They're not, there's no sense to what he's writing. It's just like yeah, all right, 15 gold to the blue wet guy. There you go.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah, they're calling me a sham. This guy, can you believe that?
No, don't mind my friend. He gets a little worked up sometimes, but he's really nice once you get to know him.
Yeah, I'll show him a sham.
And our companion's gold?
Which one's he?
The one no one likes.
Oh, yep, that one no one likes. There he is, right there. Yeah. Here's your 10 gold.
And I'll get right up into his face and point a finger at him and say, "And do mind me very much." And I'll storm off.
Cut back to Meinhard in with Bugbear Chieftain.
So, are we able to gain any assistance from you in this part? Because what's their reason down there to trust us with anything?
Well, on the second floor, they run a market of sorts, and they let people come in all the time. They got no problem. Anybody, you know, they're not out looking for blood. They just want to make some money, so they want to keep their customers alive. So anybody that makes it to the second floor, they're open. I love the system. I think it's great. You know, it's a literal underground market. It's wonderful. So they should be fine. I don't think they'll bother you at all. But
we just need to find out if there is some subversive activity going on amongst them.
yeah, because there's a lot of goblins, like a lot of goblins downstairs.
So we will not be going in there swinging and hacking. Let me just say that.
Okay. I don't care, but thank you, I guess.
Sure we will. Sure we will.
I'm going to make an insight check using my ring of truth telling.
Okay.
So it's insight with advantage. So 13 and 3.
With a 13, it just looks like she really doesn't care how the information is found. Like,
But everything she's saying seems to be honest. She's not just trying to, get us to go down there and die.
oh, that's a good question. Yeah, she seems to be telling the truth. There doesn't appear to be any hint of a lie there.
So, since the daggers are on the line, and you'll be holding them till I get back, I need some security to know that you will not be taking them away. So I would like to know if there's some sort of secure location which can be locked with the key, and you give the key to me so I know you are not accessing and availing yourself of my daggers while you're gone.
You had to do it. All right. This is you got to make a persuasion check on this. You have to. You have to.
Okay, I'll switch to my -1.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
She says, "You go now, and I'll take care of these daggers. You're walking on thin ice, buddy. You go right now and walk out of this room. Walk out of this room right now."
That is fine. But you're leaving me without any sort of weaponry at all. I have nothing left. Do you have something I could have in return so I could at least protect myself against this multitudinous horde of goblins you have below us?
Give me a perception check.
A what?
Perception check.
I think your mic might be cutting in and out a little bit, Parker.
I'm up to 8.
Yes, it is.
Up to 8. You are rolling really terribly. Well, you had that one. What was it? The 18 was yours?
Yeah, which was the second roll of an advantage.
Do I sound any better now, or is it about the same?
Yeah, that sounds
I think
good.
so.
My dog's
It sounds like it's
playing.
It sounds like it's using the mic from your headset.
Oh, okay. Oh,
It might be.
You're totally right. Oh my gosh, it's using the microphone from my web camera. Oh, that's
Ooh.
even worse. Okay, how does this sound?
Way better.
That's
Oh,
nice.
Jeez. Oh my gosh, good catch. The recording is still actually picking up my mic, I think. Okay, cool. Well, in that case, she leans back in her chair. She says, "You want some collateral? I'll give you some collateral." And she chucks a dagger at your face. Everybody roll initiative.
At your face.
I had to press it, didn't I?
You
It's
had
so
to.
personal.
I'm still under 10 on all my rolls.
Is that your initiative roll, the 7?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, sorry. I need to get this ready. Hold on.
I know, and dexterity is one of my better scores. That's what's funny.
Also, I'm gonna have to actually. Let's take a quick little break here. Let's take like a 15-minute break, and we'll come back in initiative.
Okay.
Cool beans.
Okay.
Alrighty.
See ya at 6:45.